Hello, Vancouver. I'm your Mayor, McEnerny-Ogle, and today is Wednesday, October 21st. Thank you to Alex and 7-Star, our American Sign Language interpreters today. Well, unfortunately, the COVID cases are continuing to grow in Clark County and across the nation. And as the weather continues to cool and we move indoors for more of our living, the public health experts predict that we'll continue to see increasing cases over the next 6 to 12 weeks. Here in Clark County, we are likely to remain in phase 2 for the Safe Start Washington phase for the reopening and be there for many more months. But as we know, there are many things each of us can do to reduce the risk to ourselves and our families, friends, and community. And remaining to indoor living and fewer in-person get-togethers can feel lonely. But there are solutions that can help. I encourage each of you to make a plan now for how you'll continue to connect with families and friends. Get some virtual check-ins, maybe some game nights, some celebrations with family and friends scheduled and get them on the calendar so that you have some events to look forward to. The state also has some great options on how to gather virtually and be a little more together even when we're apart. And if that's not an option, they also offer a checklist on how to help plan safer gatherings. But Halloween is next week, and it's going to be different, but with some creativity, it can still be fun. This Halloween, let's share the fun, but not share the virus. Our Vancouver Police Department has shared some Halloween ideas and safety tips based on guidance from the state and local public health officials. So this year, please consider having a scavenger hunt at home. Dressing up and hiding candy and other treats throughout the house or around the yard might be a good plan. Hosting an online costume and pumpkin carving contest, or having a Halloween movie marathon with household members. If you do go trick-or-treating, stick with members of your household and keep at least 6 feet of distance from any non-household member. Wear a cloth mask, or if you're older than the age of 2, and make sure that the mask is snug around your nose and mouth and does not have any holes. But remember, the plastic costume is not a substitute for a cloth face covering. Wash your hands before and after attending any event, and don't forget to bring plenty of hand sanitizer. Another fun option, the Parks Foundation of Clark County is hosting Booville. It's a drive-through event between noon and 2 o'clock on October 31st, where you can drive by tents in the Vancouver Mall parking lot for Halloween-inspired grab-and-go bags for the kids. So however you choose to spend Halloween, I hope you have a fantastic and safe time. It's flu season, and getting a flu vaccine this fall can reduce your risk of getting flu and help save medical resources needed to care for the people who do have the COVID-19 virus. Because flu can look very similar to the symptoms of the virus, it's vitally important for everyone to do their part to stay healthy, this flu season especially. The CDC is asking all of us to prevent the spread of flu and other respiratory illnesses in 3 simple ways. First of all, mask up. Cover your nose and mouth with a mask when out in public. Lather up. Wash your hands frequently with soap and water. And finally, sleeve up. Roll up your sleeve and get a flu shot. Governor Inslee has recently extended and expanded support for all of those impacted by COVID-19, including an extension of the renter eviction moratorium through the end of 2020, and an additional $15 million in grant funding for small businesses. And so currently we have 4 new small business grants available in Vancouver. The first one is Fourth Plain Small Business Emergency Grant Program. $475,000 in grants to eligible small businesses located in the Fourth Plain Boulevard between I-5 and Andreessen, including home-based businesses like house cleaning, childcare, and landscaping. They can all apply. The second grant opportunity is the Washington State Department of Commerce's Community Small Business Resiliency Grant Program, which will help small businesses with grants up to $10,000. The third is called the Heartbeat of Main Street grant program. Those applications are opening tomorrow, October 22nd. The grants will fund solutions to help eligible small business owners respond and adapt to the pandemic, and also to help revitalize and strengthen older and historic downtown commercial districts. And last but certainly not least, eligible businesses and nonprofits with up to 100 employees can apply starting today for up to $30,000 in additional grant funding from the Federal CARES Act. And there are two online resources I want to share. First, the state has recently updated their COVID-19 resources website to include an online search feature to help where to get your COVID tests if you need one. And the second is Clark County Public Health. They've launched a COVID-19 Cases in Schools website to provide updated information about cases in local, public, and private K-12 schools. And the data is listed for each school and is updated every Thursday. And so for the latest City of Vancouver operating status and service availability, from Parks and Recreation to permitting to public safety, please visit our COVID-19 resources page on our website. Of course, you're always invited to attend virtually the City Council and other public meetings, which continue to take place on Zoom. And the links for each meeting are on the city's website calendar. And one final reminder. November 3rd election is just around the corner. Please make sure your voice is heard by voting. And it's so very, very important to get your ballot in. The Vancouver Police Department is actually conducting enhanced patrols around the ballot drop boxes within the city limits between now and Election Day in an effort to ensure that community members have free access to and from the ballot drop locations, to deter potential voter intimidation and or any tampering with the ballot boxes, and to provide safety for the election officials collecting the ballots. So stay strong, everyone. Be kind. Don't give up now. Following the health experts' guidance by keeping your distance, wearing your mask when you're out in the public, disinfect any of those high-touch surfaces, get tested if you have symptoms, and wash your hands often. It's not just one prevention strategy that we have. There are multiple strategies implemented consistently, and that'll help us get through all of this. One more thing. This is Make a Difference Week. See if you can help our community in some little way make a difference to someone around you. Thank you so much. Take care.